A quick disclaimer, today's analysis is for educational purposes only. All views or information is of my own opinion and should not be taken as investment advice. Forex is a high risk, high reward business and you should never trade with money you cannot afford to lose. That being said, let's get right into the weekly analysis.
Here we have the EURUSD on the daily chart. The overall trend at this stage remains slightly bearish, whilst price stays contained below significant resistance up here at 114950. We are in a short-term uptrend, as you can clearly see. What we can see has happened as price has broken through this previous 200 pip range bound zone, or a bit over 200 pip range bound zone. So you can see here now, this range bound zone was resistance. It's now turned support through tail candle here. It then subsequently kept on going up. It broke through previous resistance here at 11435 thereabouts. So from a price action point of view, there's two things that we can possibly wait for here. We'll wait for either price to come up to around this previous resistance, 114953. Should we get a sell signal, then we would short it if price continues to stay resistant under this level, and we'll target initially back down here at the previous resistance, or even lower down here to the 109797, which was previous resistance turned support. Failing that, the other option is we wait for a retrace back to around this 11435 resistance to go long, and then of course we would target around about previous resistance, overhead resistance at 114,953 or thereabouts. So there's two ways that we can play this. We'll wait and see what happens, depending upon what the market tells us, of course, what signals gets printed. But in the short term, we are on an uptrend, of course. So we'll either take advantage of going long if we get a pullback to around this resistance, or if we don't get a pullback and a buy signal, just to repeat myself, we'll wait to go short should we get a sell signal and another rejection of this overhead resistance. Should we get a close above this resistance of 114,953, then of course that would confirm that we are entrenched into an uptrend. Let's wait and see how we go in this pair, but we'll either go short or we'll go long, take advantage of the short-term uptrend, or of course take advantage of the longer-term overall downtrend, should that stay in place. Thank you. Next up we have the British Pound USD. There's a neutral bias really on this pair. It's vacillating essentially between resistance here at 127518 and previous support down here at around 122093. So from a price action point of view, we have overhead resistance, of course, at 132108 and previous support at 114093. From a price action point of view, again, we may have a couple of options here. We would wait to see whether this resistance zone here between 126479, you can see here resistance, and this resistance here of 127518, which was also previous long-term support. So if we get a price action signal rejected, a sell signal, a significant sell signal between it's somewhere in this resistance zone, then we'll look to short this pair and would certainly target back down here initially to 122093. Conversely, should price come down to, and we don't get a sell signal to enter, and should price come down to the support, and of course we get a buy signal at the support level, then we'll take advantage of that and we would target, of course, back up towards this initial resistance zone, and then potentially 132108. But it's all a bit wait and see with this pair. There's no hurry to get in on this pair, but I do think there will be an opportunity to either go short or long, somewhere between this 127518 or 122093. Of course, if we get a clear breakthrough and a close, get rid of that, a close above this 127518, which was previous support, turn resistance, well then of course that could open the floodgates to this 132108 area. But again, that's speculation at this point, because we trade what we see, not what we think. So that's my analysis on this pair. What has happened, of course, we had this small target pin bar form last week. That's resulted in price, as you can clearly see, capitulating back down. We had, prior to that, a couple of weeks ago, this multiple inside bar support at 122093, which was the catalyst for price coming up to this previous support area I mentioned before, which is now acting as resistance. So again, we'll either take advantage of this, again depending on what price presents to us, to either go short around this in this resistance zone, or go long back down here at support. It just depends on what price tells us. So it's a wait and see game, but I'll certainly let you know, and we'll take advantage of this one way or the other. Here we have the USD Japanese yen. As I mentioned in my analysis 2 weeks ago, this pair was due for an imminent breakout. So I'll just explain the relevant levels first before we go into that. We have longer term resistance up here at 112131, resistance here at 111535 thereabouts. We have resistance here at 109700, which was also previous resistance. If you zoom out of your charts, you'll see that. We have previous resistance at 108466 through here, and through here, which was the top really of this consolidation period. We have support here at 106969, where price is hovering around now, which of course is the bottom of what has been a protracted consolidation period. And we have, of course, longer term support down here at 101211. As I mentioned in my analysis a fortnight ago, we had this tight squeezing structure here, which was a sign that we were due for an imminent breakout. We also had, as a part of that, we had this sucker setup here, which was a false break to the downside. I took a small long position based on that, which turned out fine. Well, since then, of course, we have had that breakout. We had a breakout as price has broken out past previous resistance, as I mentioned before, here, and here at 108466, and has been rejected at previous resistance, creating a new swing point here at 109700. So in moving forward, as you can see, price has since capitulated back down and is really now just, for the time being, again vacillating between this 109700 and around 106969 zone. So in moving forward, we have a couple of opportunities. I do believe once we get a significant breakout, as I said a fortnight ago, there are a lot of pips on offer here. We'll be looking to trade within this consolidation period, depending upon what price tells us. If we get a buy signal around this 109969, then we'll go long, targeting 109700 or thereabouts. Should we fail to get a signal where we could enter, and again price comes back up to this 109700, we'll wait and see if a sell signal presents itself, because this pair has been notoriously consolidating in the past, so we may get more consolidation between this 109700 106969 area, but that's yet to play out, of course. But certainly this will be our first target, somewhere in this range, should we get a significant buy or sell signal in line with our trading edge and our trading plan. Again, if we get a close above this 109700 area, then a clear close above it, then obviously we're going to be retargeting back up here and even further up to 112, 131. Nothing to do at this stage with this pair, but it's certainly on my radar, and as a buy or sell signal forms, I will let you know. Thank you. Here we have the Aussie dollar USD. Clearly we have a change of trend. We are in initially a short-term uptrend as opposed to the long protracted downtrend that we were in. So I'll just go through some relevant areas first. We have resistance at 70283, which is also through here, which is also longer term resistance. So if you zoom out of your charts, you'll see that. We also have resistance higher up around 7200 mark. We have resistance turned support here at 66740. Previous resistance here, quite long-term resistance. We had a little bit of a test of it here, and then support, a dominating bullish candle here. We also have resistance turned support at 65603 or thereabouts. Again, resistance through here, and again support. Let's get rid of all that through this engulfing bullish candle here. And of course, we had longer term support way down here, which is not that relevant anymore really, 55182. So I'm moving forward. We're certainly to go long on this pair. We did see last week we had this bearish tail here, which resulted in prices capitulating back down. Get rid of that again. We had earlier on, about a fortnight or so ago, we had this formed at recent resistance as well. So again, through here. So this formed at an event area. That was the catalyst for price to continuing in the short-term uptrend, which of course has now been resisted and retested at previous resistance at 70283 or thereabouts. So we're moving forward from a price action point of view. We are looking to go long. We have strong support here. We have strong support here. So we'll take advantage of that. We'll wait for a price action signal above the 66740 or 65603 thereabouts to go long, and we'll certainly retarget initially 70283 and then potentially much higher than that. But in the short term, we'll wait for a price action buy signal, one of the signals that we trade, again around this 66 or above the 66740, retargeting 7283. Thank you. Here we have the New Zealand US dollar, and like its counterpart, the Aussie dollar, US dollar, we are in a short-term uptrend. So again, I'll just go through some relevant levels. In the shorter term, we have resistance here at 65715. We have previous resistance here at 64451 through here. This could very well be new support through this structure here, which looks very interesting to me. We do have a bullish pin bar that has formed just here, so we may take advantage of that. We have resistance through here, which has now turned support through here at 61617, and we have a lower support here at 59144, which was the bottom of this consolidation range that this pair had for a while. From recent price action, you can clearly see we've had a breakout of this consolidation range here through this structure here. We've also had price keep on capitulating up through previous resistance here, which before could now become a new support through, and of course that leaves us in good stead to be able to focus on this 65715 resistance area here, and of course much higher if you zoom out of your chart. So from a price action point of view, we are looking to go long on this pair. We have a couple of potential opportunities. We can wait for a buy signal somewhere between where price is vacillating now and above 617. As price is contained above strong support here, then we have a long bias. So it's just a matter now of waiting for a price action buy signal. Of course, one of the signals that we trade, and we will go long on this pair, and we'll be targeting initially 65715, but there are quite a few more pips on offer above this level with overhead resistance. If you zoom out a chart, you can see that, but that will be our first initial target anyway, 65715. So we'll just wait for a buy action signal around, again, above 61617, and we'll be going long on this pair, take advantage of the short-term uptrend. And as you know, at the end of every consolidation, there is a breakout. Again, if we get 5715 current resistance, then that opens the floodgates up to another couple of hundred pips towards our next significant event area, which is overhead resistance, but I can cover that later in a later video. But for now, we're looking for a buy signal above 61617 to retarget 65715. Thank you. Here we have gold. Clearly, the long-term trend remains bullish. We have overhead resistance here at around 176519. We have resistance here at 174415, which really is the top of this consolidation range that we currently find ourselves in. We have support here at 166996. So from a price action point of view, you can clearly see price has been in this protracted side consolidation range. We've had this structure here last week, which is an indication that price excuse me, was about to head back up, and in fact it did, and it retested this 1744 area here, which has been previously tested before. This resistance. So it's clearly, as I'm talking to you, stuck in a consolidation range at the moment between 1744 and 1669. Excuse me. Over the course of last week and just yesterday, we have this structure form in the form of a sucker setup. So yesterday we had this very nice looking bullish pin bar just here, which again is an indication bulls are in control. But we do need clearly a clear break above 174415. You can clearly see that I have a significant buy order in this market, a buy position in this market. Myself and my clients have been in this trade for quite a while now. So we're just simply waiting for a breakout of this top of this consolidation range, retargeting resistance up at 1665.19. So from a trade action point of view, it's just really wait and see what happens within this range. I am leaning more towards the fact that we'll get a breakout of this consolidation back in line with the dominant trend. That happens more often than not. So, and again, with the advent of this bullish pin bar yesterday, that stands us in good stead that quite possibly the bulls are looking to regain control and certainly at least retarget 1744. As I said, if we get a close above that, then 1765.19 is definitely on the table. Thanks guys, bye.